Hey, shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, call Haloim Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach the truth and rule well. This is Brother Yatab Allah coming back from the GMS SF Bay Area camp. And I got a quick lesson today. Lord's will, it's edifying. But basically, hey, we're at the end of this thing. We see prophecy just ramping up. Brothers just sent out on a thread, going into the MOTB. DARPA created a chip. So we're here. We're here. Esau's about to come down with great wrath, as it says in Revelation, the 12th chapter. Jacob's trouble's approaching. Hey, everything is speeding up. Why? Because, this is the end. This is the end of Esau's society. This is the end of his rulership. Now, what we have coming is the kingdom. The kingdom is right around the corner. But before we get to the kingdom, we must go through tribulation. What does the scripture say? Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So it's going to get hard out here. Our faith is going to get tested, And that's what it's about. Yahweh Shai said, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth, Now, we're going to have to fight. That's the battle. To be soldiers, to be a man, because we're going to be tested. Now I'm going to start with this. This is Job 38:3. It says, gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. Now, hey, this is what's going to be expected of us. Look what happened to Job. Job had to go through it. Look what Yahweh Shai had to go through. Did Yahweh Shai just up and quit when he knew what was demanded of him? No, he did it. He fulfilled it. Likewise us, Lord's will, we're of the elect, but we have to fulfill drinking of that cup. The scripture says we are not greater than the master, and Yahweh Shai went through it. Now the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, is going to demand that of us because, hey, we have to be cleansed. We have to be purified, It's not just going to be an easy road to the kingdom, We have to fight. And we have to be a man, because what does this world teach you? This world teaches you how to be effeminate, how to have, how to lack faith, how to be emotional. Now, what do you think is going to happen when all hell's breaking loose and the majority of the world's emotional? The scripture says men's hearts are going to fail them for fear, because all they know is this world. As soon as somebody gets hurt, as soon as somebody gets sick, they get one little sniffle, one little cough, they're running to the doctors. Hey, and this is so-called Christians, so-called people who believe in God. Now, we understand who is in full control of everything. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Now he's going to put us to the test. Do we really believe that? And we're going to have to gird up ourselves, our loins, like a man, because Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to demand of us. We're going to lose a lot. We're going to lose houses, cars, material things. We might lose family. We might be put into prison. Well, scripture says some of us will be put into prison. We might lose our lives. But the Lord is wanting to see if we're just going to bitch out, run to E, which if you run to him, hey, it's only a temporary comfort, because ultimately the end of the wicked is death, So you might be comforted for a season, but hey, Yahweh Shai is coming back, and if you truly want to live, hey, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai is the only answer. It says, Job 38:3, gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. And that's the spirit, because that's why you see a lot of things like the woman being put up on a pedestal. You see, especially in Jake culture, a lot of that trans LGBTQ, propaganda, because that's what Esau is all about. He's all about feminizing Jake, But see, to be a true man, in every sense of the word, is to believe and follow Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, And that's hard. That's hard for some people. you know, and it's going to be put to the test, you know. But this is 2 Timothy 2 and verse 3. It says, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. Hey, so we're soldiers, you know. We're soldiers of Yahushua HaMashiach. And what happens to a soldier? Hey, a soldier, when he goes in time of war, you know, he has certain duties to fulfill, certain orders to fulfill, you know. And we have to fulfill our lot. You know, we have to keep our eyes on the prize, you know, because what is the ultimate prize? The kingdom, you know. But hey, to get there, the Lord is gonna demand of us, you know. And just like soldiers in the army, hey, you gotta fulfill your duties, you know, until you're on a chariot. Lord's will, we're of that number, you know. It says, verse 4, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life. And that's what you have to understand, you know. You have to be able to put off the things of this world, which the majority of the people aren't going to be able to do. And that's a man right there, you know. Being able to lose everything, trusting in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai because we're going to get everything back, you know. But how much people, you know, so-called men on this planet will be able to fully give up everything that they have, you know. But see, this is why you have to be in that soldier mind state. Because a soldier, hey, what does he do? He goes out there to the war, especially out in a different country, with nothing but a backpack, you know, with maybe a few items. And that might be just all that we have, just the clothes on our back, you know. So this is the kind of mentality you need to be in. It says no man that warreth, and we're in a war, you know. Whether you believe it or not, this is a spiritual war, you know. Hey, Satan's trying to take our faith. Esau's trying to jab us up, you know. He's trying to take your soul, you know. He's trying to implant into you something that will fully take you away from our power. And ultimately, if you take it, you will be destroyed, you know. It says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. And that's all it's about, pleasing Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you know. Because he's the only one that is going to get us out of this mess, you know. This is Psalms 55 and verse 22. It says, cast thy burden upon the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. And this is what you have to understand. Hey, this is why we read the scriptures and we're comforted with, you know, the stories of old, you know, the men of old, you know, Yahushai. Because, hey, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai won't put us more than we can handle. He won't put us through more than we can handle, you know. And if we cast our burdens upon the Lord, what does it say? He shall sustain thee. So every step of the way, hey, we'll be sustained. The scripture says, my servants shall eat. If it's a time of famine, hey, we're going to eat. If it's a time of a troop coming in, these martial law troops, what does the scripture say? The Lord's going to lift up a standard, you know. In any other situation, what does it say? The angel encampeth around those who fear him, you know, delivering them. Hey, so we have angels guiding us. But see, these are the things you have to remember, you know. And this should bolden you even more in that time to come, you know, to be more of a man. That, hey, really, we're not in this alone, you know. Even though, you know, we are by ourselves. The scripture says every man has to work out his own salvation with fear and trembling. Hey, but we have the angels, you know, and we have Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you know. We have our faith. And if we cast our burdens upon the Lord, he shall sustain us. And he shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. So no matter what's going on, no matter what hell is breaking loose, hey, the elect will not be moved, you know. I'm going to grab this in the Apocrypha because, hey, Esau's coming, you know. It's just a matter of time before he fully comes down with great wrath, because he doesn't have a long time. That's what the scripture says. He knows that he has but a short time, you know. So what do you think is going to happen? Hey, a lot of these people are going to rise up against him. So Esau's going to have to come harder. And with that, hey, He's going to lose control. But this is 2 Ezra 16 and 40. It says, O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. Hey, battle. We're in the battle. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And what is a pilgrim? Hey, a pilgrim's, wandering, looking for the next space. Oh, what did Yahushua say? Get that real quick. In Luke 9 and 58. It says, and Yahushua said unto him, foxes have holes and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man hath not where to lay his head. Hey, and we're going to be in the same predicament. I just read it. We're going to be as pilgrims, fully. And in that time, you're going to have to fully trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to get you out of all these different situations, to have you find, a roof over your head. That sometimes we won't have roofs over our head, but see, these are the things that we're going to have to expect, And I'm going to get this last scripture and close out. This is Ecclesiastes 4 and 28. And this is that soldier mind state. Sirach 4 and 28, it says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. And that's the ultimate thing you have to understand. Hey, what is a soldier in the time of war ready to do? He's ready to die for his country. Now, how much more us as soldiers of Yahushai willing to die for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? Willing to die for the truth. That's what we have to keep in mind. Because it's going to be crazy out here, And it could come to that situation, Some of us are going to be martyrs. But what does it say? Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. And I got that definition for strive real quick on the Google Dictionary. But it says make great efforts to achieve or attain something. And what are we trying to obtain? Salvation in the kingdom, however which way we get there. But the next definition is struggle or fight vigorously. So it's that fight, It's that fight, that battle of being a soldier to fight for the truth, no matter what happens, No matter what Esau tries to throw at you, no matter what Satan tries to throw at you, to keep your integrity, just like Job, just like Yahushai, seeing what they went through and just being a man about it, And ultimately what happened? Job was increased. Yahushai is sitting at the right-hand side of Yahweh, ready to come back and inherit this whole place, Now, what do we have if we continue and keep our integrity? Joint heirs with Yahushai, Hey, so this is just, a couple, words to keep in mind, scriptures to keep in mind that, hey, we have to be soldiers in the time to come, and being able to fully, put off, any affairs of this world, any attachments you have to this world, if it's going to come in the way of you serving and believing in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, if it's going to come in the way of your crown. Scripture says, let no man take thy crown. Don't let anything take your crown, And remember the end goal. The end goal is the kingdom. And we're trying to get there. We're striving to get there no matter which way we have to, no matter which way, which lot we come across, But to keep our integrity and fight no matter what, Hey, but Lord's will, this was edifying. Once again, call Haloim Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Hashem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, and above.